Good morning, everyone. Um, we have the Four of Swords. So I call this my give yourself a break card. The the swords are a lot of mental activity, and sometimes we can, analysis paralysis, overthink things to death, or be overly critical about ourselves. And so that's what I usually pick up with this card is to give ourselves a break. Um, we may be sort of just taking the time out where our career is concerned, and it may be with this judgment card to really step back and consider what we want, what we're working towards. Um, and, sometimes we find ourselves on a path where we're like, I can't start over, even if we're not satisfied with our career and it's not fulfilling like our soul, it's not meaningful to us anymore. We find it very difficult. We feel trapped because we finally reached, a certain level that to go back to an entry level or to completely switch careers would be, financially difficult. It could just be difficult. So take some time out and do some soul searching and make sure that it's not your fear that's preventing you from following your dreams. And don't beat up on yourself if you do realize that, oh my God, I went to school, I spent all this money on this degree and it's just not working for me. I mean, sometimes you just don't know until you try it. And we change and people change and things aren't always as you think they're going to be. So it's okay. The most important thing is that you do realize and acknowledge and take steps to find that which will make you happy. Because that's truly important. We're only here for a short period of time. We may as well be working at something that we are excited to get up and go to work for, you know? Oh, and then the King of Wands. So we have it in ourselves. I always say I have a crush on this king. He leads by example, enthusiasm. He keeps people motivated. He doesn't lead by negativity or trying to micromanage or kind of cut you down or try to keep you in your place by enforcing his power. No one thrives. Anyone who is a manager like that, you suck. I'm just going to tell you, because no one thrives under that whatsoever. So if you're like that, stop it. Maybe you shouldn't be a manager. But if not, or you're thinking of a leadership position or, just being the leader in your own life, what motivates you? What makes you enthusiastic? What sets you on fire? What gets you motivated and revved up? Like, go for that. What do you do in your spare time? Unless it's, sitting around, drinking or something. Obviously, what motivates you. And it's okay if it's, I think a lot of us, and I know I have this, like for whatever reason, we think we have to do things a certain way or it's too risky, and our fear really keeps us stuck. So this guy will motivate you and try to get you to see beyond the fear to the benefits of pushing through. So for work-wise, and I feel a lot of passion from this deck of cards in general. I don't know if I'm not sure what it is, but they're very motivating to me, even though they're kind of like on the darker color scheme. I quite like them. So I think the King of Wands is challenging you to be your own motivator and to really consider what it is that you want to do and make some decisions. If you're not happy, take the time to carefully consider, do your homework, but allow yourself to consider other options and opportunities, even if they're not traditional or something that's within your comfort zone, or traditionally what you've been brought up with as acceptable. Okay, so let's go on to love. Ooh, Two of Cups. Nice. So, two people coming together to create a third thing. Two people coming together, the emotional, mutual, beneficial manner, emotional support, give and take. So just a really warm, friendly card and a very good omen for your love life. Really working together with someone, sharing a common goal. It's the love card of the tarot. It's more the love card of the tarot than the lovers. This is the big daddy, as far as I'm concerned, for a love reading. And the Three of Wands. So you can notice in this card that this lady is up high on a precipice, and she's has a very high perspective overlooking this valley. And she's gaining this higher perspective. She's holding actually almost a crystal ball. She's sort of gazing into it and trying to figure out where everything fits in the big picture, where she wants to go from here. Doing some soul searching, but not in an all in a negative way, but sort of looking at where she came from, where she's going, how this fits in the perspective of her life. Wands are about passion. They're about work, action, things that motivate you. So a little bit of contemplation about your love life. Oh, and the Queen of Wands. So she's a very fiery, passionate queen. Just like the King of Wands in your work reading, she also is the same energy. She will have you, after you've talked to the Queen of Wands, she'll have you, excited to go and, motivated to go and change your life, or any idea you've had to work on it, because she just is like, that's awesome, do it, you should go for it. Very encouraging, very motivating, and passionate about things. She's a force. She's a force to be reckoned with, which is a good thing. And she knows what she wants. She goes after what she wants. She keeps her eye on what she wants, and it's very hard to. She's able to stay motivated after people have been, lost interest in something. She doesn't do that. She's unwavering. She keeps her eye on the goal and is going to get there come hell or high water, which not everyone likes, but it does serve her well, because she's very successful and confident, because she knows she has the motivation to see her goals through to completion. So it's interesting. I see the Two of Cups, which is a nice positive card. My leg's falling asleep. But then I see some people taking a step back. And as beautiful as a card as this is, sometimes, when we start relationships, we become so infatuated and involved with the other person, we can lose ourselves. And it's no one's fault. And it doesn't mean the other person is inconsiderate, or, you made a wrong decision. It just means that that's what happens when people sort of fall in love. And but I see sort of, really focusing on a union, but then needing to take some time to take a step back and make sure that you haven't lost yourself in the relationship, and looking at the big picture, your whole life, with this relationship as just one part of it. Or, if you're single, maybe you've been thinking about a relationship and really worried about that you don't have one or how to get one. And maybe it's time to take a step back and look at the big picture. Okay, a relationship shouldn't be, or wanting a relationship shouldn't be all consuming in your life. And you need to really look at all the other things you want and make sure you're working towards those and not thinking, well, until I have a partner, or putting your life on hold in any way, and going towards all of your dreams, and not just thinking that finding a love partner is the end all be all. And I see you gaining a lot of strength alone. So I think you're going to end this month in a very powerful position. It could be that for some of us, the Two of Cups is not working anymore. And we do some soul searching and we realize we need to go off on our own. But, standing strong and understanding, having a more clarity about what we want and where we're going, and we're going to gain a lot of confidence from this soul searching, regardless of what the outcome is. I firmly believe that, and able to truly have this love connection, both people have to have this. They have to be strong on their own and happy, and not waiting or relying on this to come in. Because if you're relying on another person for your completion or your happiness, it's going to fail, because you're the only one that can complete you. This can totally add, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to, if you're unhappy, it's not going to make you happy. Just like they say Powerball, if you're unhappy, winning Powerball is not going to make you happy. I know it would make me happy, because I'm a happy person anyway, and not having financial worries would make me very happy. But that's because, and don't get me wrong, I'm insecure and screwed up like everyone else, but I am her. I stand alone and I'm very happy, but it's not something I'm going to force or feel incomplete if I don't have. So really doing some soul searching, taking a step back and looking at the big picture. Is this relationship encouraging where you want to go in your life? Is it supportive? Is it blocking you? Are your visions going to lead you on a similar path, or do they take you in separate directions? And would that work? Could that work? Just sort of, and this, contemplating those things, having discussions about it. So I see, as far as the love life is concerned, really with a clear vision of what you want out of your love life and life in general, and where your love life fits into that whole picture. That's great. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely, lovely month, and I'll see you at the next reading. Bye.